Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Opposite Field Outlook. I'm Jack. In the other box, we have Andrew, and Neil is out for like the second time in 3 weeks. That's cool. Second time in 4 weeks. I don't know. Dedicated
Yeah,
host for sure. Andrew, how are you doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing good. 2 more weeks, 1 more week left of regular school. Yeah, and then I come back, so I'm ready for that. I received the internship at the OC Riptide, so
That's
I'm hyped for
legendary.
that.
That's legendary.
Yep.
Good luck out there.
So thank you. Sometime this summer, I better see you guys pull up.
Yeah,
Tickets are free,
where are
so
they?
just pull up.
Where are they?
They're at Great Park,
Oh,
so
no
yeah, you can
way.
just show up. Tickets are free. Just sit in. They got food trucks, from what I heard. It'll be fun. Fun times. Yeah, I'm
That's
excited.
sick. Yeah, I wanted to go to
hmm
one of their games last season, and I kind of just ran out of time over the summer, so I'm looking for an excuse to go. Um,
Yeah, their season is like June to I think August.
yeah,
So anytime within that,
it's
it'll be
uh,
fun.
it's when college isn't playing because they're collegiate league, right? They're like
Like summer
collegiate. We're
team, yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, can't wait for the Jayhawks to go to the College World Series. It's gonna happen. We're not 500. We're
What's
under
the record?
500. We're like 2 games under, I think. Um, I don't know our exact
That's
record.
tough.
It's better than Miami, so
Hey, dude. I had an interview with the MAC leader in home runs. Rylan Zabrowski. He's gonna get drafted, so
the
I'm cool with that.
MAC leader in home runs. Um,
He owns all the pitching staffs. Yeah. No, we're having fun. Okay. Win, loss, or draw. Have fun. We're
we're
making it
we're
through.
21 and 23 right now, so
Mid.
not that bad. Not that bad. Could be worse. We just lost 2 games to Oklahoma, and I
Yeah,
foresee a loss on
that'll do it
Tuesday
for you.
against Mizzou.
Shoot.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Well, that wraps that up. Let's get into the American League. First series that took place, the Rockies played in Cleveland, and the Rockies took 2 of 3. Charlie Blackmon makes the most. He makes most of their offense, and Feltner pitched pretty well in Game 1. In Game 2, Gomer, don't know how to say his name, goes 5 innings, shutout to lead the Rockies to a 6-0 win, and Quantrill gets obliterated. Boston goes to Baltimore, and the O's take 2 of 3. Red Sox win Game 2 off a Jarren Durant grand slam off Bradish. In Game 1 and 3, Sox pitching was not that good. Sale gives up 5. Hook gives up 3. The Astros visit Tampa Bay and give them their first home losses of the season. They take 2 of 3. The Rays offense just can't score. They put up 0 runs in the last 2 contests of that series. White Sox visit Toronto. They get swept. Are the White Sox done? Clevenger's
Oh my
bad.
God.
Lance Lynn is bad. Kopech is bad. The offense is even worse. What happened, man? The White Sox only managed to put up 2 runs in the entire series. I don't want to talk about the Blue Jays because I'd have to compare them to the White Sox, and like any team looks like a World Series contender when they play the White Sox. Yankees visit Minnesota. The Twins take 2. Nasty Nestor, he's struggling a bit. Ryan and Gray outpace him a little bit. The Yankees come alive for Game 3 to avoid the sweep. Rizzo, Calhoun, Judge, Volpe, all highlight players for the Yankees, and they get Domingo Herman the win despite 6 earned runs in that last one. Angels host the A's. They take 3 of 4. Canning could be a solid piece. Estevez looks like he might be a closer. Bullpen still terrible. The A's stink, but Langoliers and Rooker are having a pretty alright season for themselves. Moving on to the weekend series, Baltimore visits Detroit. Baltimore takes 3 of 4. The Tigers stink. The O's are good. Orioles pitching seems to be lacking a little bit, but because the Tigers scored 4 runs in all of the contests but one. I mean, if you're an Orioles fan, you hope to hold the Tigers' offense because they're not known for being great. The Royals visit the Twins. Aroldis Chapman is the GOAT again. The Twins don't care. They take 3 of 4. Royals pitching is bad. Their offense is even worse. Byron Buxton is having a pretty good year. Seattle and Toronto face off in the Rogers Center. Here is a fun question. Are the Mariners cooked? I hope so. 2.5 behind the Angels, 5 out of first place. That's tough. Kelnick's still going strong though, and the Blue Jays bullpen held them pretty well. Game 3 gets blown open for the Mariners, 8-10. They save the sweep. Big dumper homers twice and takes the Mariners to the extra innings win. Reds go to the Coliseum, take 2 of 3 from the A's. Honestly, I only feel bad for A's fans. They just chant, sell the team, and stay in Oakland during their games. Langoliers keeps up his fight to make the A's good. It's just not enough against the likes of Sessa and Hunter Green. Guardians play the Red Sox, and the Red Sox take 2 of 3. Guardians take game 1, supported by a Shane Bieber quality start. 2 earned runs, 7 innings. And the pitching just deteriorates. Clase gets the loss in game 2 to Verdugo, RBI single, and Wong and Verdugo help take down Logan Allen to win the ballgame and the series in game 3. Phillies go to Houston, and the Phils take 2 of 3. If only they could have been that successful during the World Series. Their offense looks pretty solid for the Phillies, and it's only going up from here. The Rangers host the Yankees. Rangers take 3 of 4. Nate Eovaldi throws a complete game shutout. DeGrom is injured again, and Nestor Cortez gets lit up for 7 earned in a 5-2 loss for the Yankees. Rays visit Chicago and take 3 of 4. Rays looking absolutely white hot. Lance Lynn has a no-hitter for 7 innings, and then it's all over 4 earned runs in the inning. Total 12 runs given up in that game. Something is very wrong with the White Sox. They only managed to salvage it the last game as the offense finally comes alive to score 12 runs. That's the American League. Let's go to standings. Rays are first in the East, as you'd expect based off how they're doing. Orioles are 3.5 back. Jays are 4.5. Red Sox are 8, and Yankees are in last place, 8 games back. That's tough if you're a Yankees fan. I don't think anybody saw the Yankees being in last place at the beginning of May. That's baseball for you. Twins lead the Central. Guardians are 3.5 back. Tigers are 6 back. Chicago White Sox are 9 back, and the Royals are 10 games back. The Chicago White Sox are only 1 game away from being in last place. In the West for the American League, Rangers are in first. Astros are 2 back. Angels are 2.5 back. Mariners are 5, and the A's are 11.5 games back. They're the only team in that division that has a negative run differential. The Rangers is 72, Astros is 22, Angels is 18, Mariners is +1, and the A's is -117. That's it. That's all we got.
It was lightning quick.
Yeah, fast recap. Didn't want to go too in depth because
Really
not a lot
fast.
of super interesting stuff happened. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see a ton of notable things that went down besides the White Sox they're just so bad. They just can't get anything right at all. It's absurd.
Yeah. I think that 2022 World Series prediction goes in the all-time Hall of Fame Twitter archives.
Hall of Fame Twitter moments. Yeah.
Literally.
I don't think that was a bad take last year.
Yeah, but based on that, you curse them into this year.
Yeah, I ruined the White Sox for it. I will say that for sure.
I said to start the year, I said they would surprise a lot of people, not for the bad reasons, but I said they would be pretty. I thought they would be pretty good.
Yeah.
New manager, they got rid of TLR, and then they forgot how to play baseball.
Feel bad for the White Sox fans. I had the White Sox as a C- off-season grade. Last year was win or die for the White Sox. Tony chose die. Yeah, that was a good quote actually. I have them going 80 and 82 at the end of the season. That seems very far off right now.
Let's see. They're 20 losses, so 60 more losses about, and they got to win 70 more. So
I mean, it's
could
doable
happen.
if they find themselves.
It is doable.
But they look so lost right now that it's like, what are they gonna do to start winning?
Did they lose 10 straight? I think they did. It was close. They're 1-9 and 10 right now.
Oh my God, that's a lot of L's. Wow, that is impressive. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. And then
That's
they
tough.
won.
That is tough.
They got a single game against the Rays, and then today is an off day.
I think they almost got swept by the Rays twice in a span of like 2 weeks
They did.
or 1 week. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
crazy.
I feel like it's way worse if you're not expecting it. Like, for the fans. You know, like if you're a Royals fan, you go into the season and you're like, oh, our team is going to be awful. Like, I don't need to be that engaged or whatever. Maybe you do want to be engaged, but you're like, you know that your team's going to stink. Like, White Sox fans are just like lost right now. They have no idea what happened. They don't know why it's like this. Maybe Liam Hendricks will come back and save them from their demise.
I really hope so because he's sitting on my IL in fantasy baseball, and I have like 8 people who are injured right now, so I need him back.
He could maybe be that guy that like gets the team going again. That'd be fun. I'd enjoy that. And he's doing his extended spring training right now, so
that's good.
It's definitely
need him back.
He's on the horizon of coming back. I think that's all the American League news.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone like saw this coming. It's crazy. Like they have all the talent necessary
They have
to
so much talent.
make the jump.
Who was it? Some guy. God, I feel like an idiot right now because I can't think of it. Who was running to first base?
Oh, it was Luis Robert.
It was Luis Robert. Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that clip is like unforgiving. It's like if he ran harder for a quarter more seconds, he would have made it. It's like
he pulled a Manny Machado there.
He didn't actually injure anything, right?
No,
he
he was
benched
just
him.
slow. Yeah.
That's horrendous.
I think he's injured right now, though.
He is.
So
they said he had a hamstring thing on ESPN, but oh my God! Here's the quote. Here's a quote from Robert. What happened was last Friday night, I hustled a lot down the line. Today, my legs were a little tired. It's a real quote through the interpreter. So he didn't say this. He was not speaking English, but yeah,
Jesus.
That's what the interpreter said.
Dude, that is crazy.
Today, my legs were a little tired. That's
understandable.
Damn. I don't know the grind of 162, but like that. I don't know if you should be a pro baseball player if your mindset is there.
He hit 3 too many squats. That's why.
Yeah.
Should get an off day.
It was his PR day in the
yeah.
Game, so he's feeling it a little bit. Aaron Judge is on IL with a hip strain. I don't think it's clear how bad it is. They're saying mild. And he's going on 10 days, so he'll be back soon enough. And he has not participated in any baseball activities since Thursday's game. I guess he's going to be out for a minute. The hope for the Yankees is obviously 10 days exactly, but Judge has a little bit of a history there.
Yeah. He had his only like healthy year last year, and then now it feels like it's starting to go back. He's going to have one healthy year every 5 years, and then every other just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just safety, to be honest.
Yeah.
Can't be too safe.
I guess it's like the DeGrom thing. Like, DeGrom doesn't really have an injury right now. He just has mild elbow inflammation, but they want to just make sure that it doesn't get worse.
Yeah, that's brutal right there. Jacob DeGrom again.
We'll go into it a little more when you do the National League right now, unless you need a second.
Oh, but, shoot. Put me on the spot.
We don't have anything to do for the American League.
Yeah, because the American League sucks. Anyways, here we go. The Braves, they take 3 of 4 from the Marlins in Atlanta. Game 1, Spencer Strider, he takes a no-hitter into the 8th inning. The Braves crush the Marlins 11-0. Game 2, Charlie Morton, he goes 7 strong. Ozzie Albies homers twice, and the Braves win 7-4. Game 3, the Braves score 6 straight. Vaughn, Grissom, and company. help Atlanta win the series 6-4. Game 4, Marlins, they avoid the sweep and they score 5 straight in the ninth. The Marlins win 5-4. So this series between the Mets and the Braves was actually rained out Saturday and Sunday. So they had a doubleheader today where Acuna got hurt. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm predicting it. Game, yeah. Anyways, game 1, Olsen, he hit a 3-run homer, helping out Jack's fantasy team to make a 400-point loss into a 350-point
Shut
loss.
up, dude. I lost by like 9 points. It was not that bad. I lost by like 9, man. Oh,
Max
sorry.
Fried,
Sorry. I lost by
Go
14.
ahead.
I lost by 14.
And can't that be adjusted, right? So you could potentially win that, right?
It's possible. Last
Oh my-
night I checked at like
Jesus
2 a.m.
Christ.
and I was winning. And then I went to sleep and I woke up and I'm losing now.
I hate that so much. I hate how
It's-
they like
yeah.
adjust. It's crazy. Oh my god. Anyways, the Braves, they win 4-0 over the Mets. The Nats, they take 2-3 from the Mets in New York. The Mets are not having a good time, flat out. Game 1, Josiah Gray, he goes 6 scoreless, helps the Nats beat the Mets 5-0. Game 2, Mackenzie Gore, he strikes out 10, help the Nats win 4-1. Game 3, Jeff McNeil, he has a huge triple and helps the Mets beat the Nats 9-8 to avoid the sweep. The Marlins, they sweep the Cubs in Miami. Game 1, Gene Segura, he hits the game-winning RBI single, which helps the Marlins win 3-2. Game 2, Jesus Sanchez hits a 2-run double in the Marlins' 5-run first inning, and the Fish win 7-6. Game 3, Luis Arias, he hits a go-ahead sac fly to give the Marlins the sweep and they beat the Cubs 4-3. The M's, they drop 2 of 3 on the road in Philly. Biggest Mariners hater, Jack, really happy about that. Game 1, Jared Kelenic, he hits a solo dinger, double, and a single, a triple shy of a cycle there. Teoscar Hernandez, he homers, and the M's beat the Phillies 5-3. Game 2, Castellanos, he has 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Alec Boehm, he played well. Phillies win 6-5. Game 3, Matt Strahm and Cody Clemens all do their thing, and they help the Phillies win 1-0. Pirates take 2 of 3 in D.C. versus the Nats. Game 1, Miguel Andujar drives in 3 and homers, and he helps the Pirates beat the Nats 6-3. Game 2, Drew Maggi, AAA legend, he gets his first major league hit, and the Pirates win 16-1 over the Nats. Game 3, Nats avoid the sweep. Josiah Gray continues to stay strong, and Joey Meneses has 4 hits. Nats win 7-2. Dodgers, they drop 2 of 3 on the road versus the Pirates. I predicted it on Monday, so can't say I didn't see that one coming. Game 1, Dodgers, they score 6 straight, and they win a come-from-behind game, 8-7. Game 2, Rosie Contreras, he goes 6 scoreless. Bay and Delay, they each have 3 hits, and the Pirates win 8-1. Game 3, Mitch Keller, he strikes out 10, and the Pirates win 6-2, and they win the series. Tigers, they take 2 of 3 from the Brewers in Milwaukee. Surprise from there. Game 1, Nick Matten, he has a 3-run homer. Matthew Boyd goes 5 strong. Tigers win 4-2. Game 2, Kerry Carpenter and company help the Tigers win 4-3 over the Brewers. Game 3, Victor Caratini and Joey Wiemer both homer. Freddie Peralta goes 6 strong. Brewers avoid the sweep, and they win 6-2. Angels, they drop 2 of 3 on the road. No surprises there versus the Brewers. Game 1, Rowdy Tellez, he breaks a tie with an RBI single and gives the Brewers the 2-1 win. Game 2, Corbin Burns, he goes 6 strong, and the Brewers take down the Angels 7-5. Game 3, Shohei Ohtani, he hits a mammoth home run to help the Angels win 3-0 to avoid the sweep. The Padres, they drop 2 of 3 on the road versus the Cubs. Game 1, Justin Steele and the Cubs blank the Padres 6-0. Tatis drives in 3 and helps the Padres win 5-3 in the second game. Hosmer, Velasquez, and Swanson each homer to help the Cubs win 5-2 and the series. The Reds, they sweep the Rangers in Cincinnati. Game 1, TJ Friedl, he walks it off with an RBI single in the ninth. Reds win 7-6. Game 2, Jonathan India and the Reds have a 6-run 8th inning. Reds win 7-6. Game 3, Nick Senzel walks it off a 2-run homer in the ninth, and the Reds sweep the Rangers, winning 5-3. Surprise from there, defeating the AL West leading club in the Texas Rangers. Don't sleep on the Reds, baby, because good series win there. The Cardinals, they lose 3 of 4 in San Francisco. Game 1, Alex Cobb, he hits his second career shutout. And J.D. Davis, he hits a 3-run homer. Giants win 4-0. Game 2, Blake Sable hits a 2-run homer. Giants win 5-4. Game 3, Goldie has 2 homers, but the Giants win 7-3. Game 4, Cardinals win 6-0. The Cardinals are really slumping here. They win 6-3. Alec Burleson and Paul DeYoung both homer. Miles Michaelis goes 6 strong. The Dodgers, they sweep the lowly Cardinals at home. Game 1, Mookie Betts and Max Muncy, paternity leave legends, they both homer in that one. Dodgers win 7-3. Game 2, Clayton Kershaw, come on. Vintage Kershaw, he's a stud. Continues to dominate and goes 7 scoreless, only allowing 2 hits. The Dodgers win 1-0. Game 3, Noah Syndergaard, he wins his first game in Dodger blue. Took him long enough. Dodgers win 6-3 and they sweep the series. The Royals, the Royals drop 2 of 3 on the road in Arizona. Game 1, Nick Ahmed scores the go-ahead run. D-backs win 5-4. Game 2, Scott Barlow gets the Royals out of the late inning jam, and the Royals win 5-4. Game 3, Zach Gallen, one of the most underrated superstars in the game. He continues to scoreless streak, and the D-backs blank the Royals 2-0. D-backs, they take 2 of 3 on the road in Denver. Game 1, Ketel Marte, he homers. D-backs destroy the Rockies 9-1. Game 2, Geraldo Perdomo and Christian Walker, they both homer. D-backs win 11-4. Game 3, CJ Cron, he has 3 hits and a homer. Help the Rockies win 12-4. And the Mexico City series, really fun series. Highest ballpark in the land. Game 1, Padres, they win 16-11 in an 11-homer day slugfest. That was back and forth, back and forth. I think this was the first time when Bogarts, Tatis, Soto, and Machado both all homer.
Yep.
So, yeah, rare sight to be seen. About as rare as Harry Lee's Comet, but, it happened. So, kudos to that. Game 2, Matt Carpenter, he hits a clutch double, and the Padres score 6 straight to win 6-4 versus San Francisco Giants. And that's the NL recap.
Nice. Let's do standings.
Alrighty. In the NL East, the Braves are leading 19-10 is their record. They're 3 games ahead of the Mets. And the Mets are 16-13, 4-6 in the last 10. The Marlins right behind them, 16-13. A little surprise there. The Mets are reeling, and the Marlins are kind of on the upcoming. It'll be interesting to see how their hitting goes, but so far so good. They've been winning games. Phillies right behind them, 15-14. 4 games back, and the Nats are 10-17, 8 games back. They've been winning a few games here and there too, but Josiah Gray, Mackenzie Gore, looking to be superstars in the coming years. NL Central, the Pirates are 20-9. They are in first place, 8-2 in the last 10. Pirates are the surprise of the 2023 season. Right behind them are the Brewers, 18-10, a game and a half back. 5-5 in the last 10. They started out strong, but they've lost a few games here and there. That is understandable. Right behind them are the Chicago Cubs, 14-13, 5 games back. They've lost 7 out of the last 10 games, 3-7 in those games. The Reds are 12-6, 7.5 games back. Reds are a little sneaky team here and there. They make it tough for some teams, but they are 3-10 on the road. So if they play on the road, they're probably going to lose. Cardinals are 10-19 and 2-8 in the last 10. Cardinals are like the White Sox in the NL, just can't find wins and don't know when it's going to end. And as the Dodgers losing in the NL West, the Dodgers, come on, also would be leading at this point. Dodgers are 16-13. They're actually tied with the D-backs. So what I just told you was a lie. Both these teams 16-13. It's going to be a battle until July once the Dodgers are up by 10 games. Padres are 15-14, a game over 500. The sky is falling, finally over 500, a game back from the Dodgers. Giants are 11-16, 4 games back, and the Rockies 9-20. And that's going to do it for the NL standings.
All right. Well, first thing that I want to talk about before I forget, you mentioned Zach Gallen's scoreless streak, and
yes,
I remembered hearing about that last year. Like, didn't this guy have a crazy scoreless streak last year? And the answer is yes. Zach Gallen had a streak of 44 and a third scoreless innings last year. So Zach Gallen is just elite and is slept on all the time. Like,
That guy's
this
crazy.
guy is way better than you think. Like, you think best pitchers in MLB right now. Zach Gallen personally is not a guy that comes to my mind right away. So, it's cool. Good for him. Um, that Angels series, Angels saw a relief pitcher that they had on their team last year. His name is Elvis. That's fun. Otani's home run was in the air for 7 seconds.
Bruh.
Longest hang time in the StatCast era. Yeah, it had like a 39-degree launch angle or something like that. It should not have been a
Holy
home run,
shit.
but that's Otani for you. Why are the Pirates winning so much?
They win really close games. Actually, I take that back. They blew out the Dodgers. I think with the Pirates, they have really good hitters, like everyone top to bottom, really solid hitters, and then their pitchers just go off sometimes. Like Roansy Contreras, I think he struck out 10. Mitch Keller, I don't know what he's on. I don't know, honestly. I could say black magic. I could say 2023 Pirates are winning. It's weird, but yeah, just everything's coming together at the right time. And I mean, they beat the Dodgers. Dodgers are kind of mid right now, but we'll see how they continue to play.
Dude, not a lot of these games are close.
Yeah,
That's wild. They're scoring a lot of runs.
I know. Yeah, they play the Rays for the 2023 World Series preview on tomorrow. So
2023 World Series preview.
get ready for that.
Teams that are in first place at the end of April are automatic World Series teams.
Yeah. If you couldn't tell, the Yankees were that team.
Yeah, Yankees. Cardinals are weird. I've seen a lot of strange decisions in the Cardinals organization. I feel like sending down Jordan Walker was like not optimal.
That's stupid.
Like I
He
know
was
that
like-
he wasn't doing great, but like I don't know, he's a prospect. You give him time. If you want him up, you want him up, and if you don't, should have left him down. Wasted an option for no reason.
Yeah, that was a dumb decision. He was hitting, I think, like 270 or something. Like,
yeah, it wasn't even
not
like
bad at all. Uh-huh. The only thing people were saying he was not good at was his defense, but, like, you get better at defense with time, you know? But, like, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Stupid. That's an Angels move if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, true. We call up a lot of guys for no reason whatsoever. It's really great, honestly. Nolan Arenado is really bad right now. Really bad right now. He's batting .239, 281 OPS. 281 on base, not OPS. His slugging is .319 for a total OPS of 600. So he is doing extraordinarily poorly right now, and he has the most at bats out of anybody on the Cardinals.
Jeez. That's crazy. I mean, his defense is why he's there primarily. Who do the Cardinals have at third base that they can sub in? Because I don't think...
I don't know. That's a great question, actually. Brendan
Let's see.
Donovan, Nolan Gorman, Taylor Motter,
Well,
Tommy
they got
Edman.
guys, yeah.
They do
Okay.
have guys. And then there was that
Yeah.
whole thing with Tyler O'Neill getting benched for what felt like no reason.
It was a close play at home, and they just freaking benched him like idiot. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. My Halos are playing them, so I'm hoping that they'll keep up their form for 3 more games so that we can get some wins. Yeah, I don't know. Michaelis has been not great. It feels like a combination of many things. Like everybody is just playing way worse than you expected of them to begin the season. You know?
Yeah. And you could blame a lot of this on management too. Ollie Mormel, you know, he's a good up and coming manager, but like
Yeah.
I think just his relationship with some of the players is kind of questionable. Most of them are veterans, and when you treat these veterans like minor leaguers,
Yeah.
um, tends to not go well.
Yeah. Him benching Tyler O'Neill for no reason, and then Tyler O'Neill saying in the press conference, like, dude, I have no idea what happened. Like, I don't know why I'm benched. I don't know why he said that. And apparently it was news to him. Apparently,
Yeah.
manager said it in the press conference first. So, I don't know. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, just a bit.
Their rotation ERA is not good right now. Their best pitcher right now is Montgomery. He has a 3.34 ERA. And then after that, it's Flaherty, and he has a 3.94 ERA. So they get up into the fours real easy. Yeah, they're toast, basically. A lot of negative WAR guys on the staff for the Cardinals. What else is interesting? Is that all we got?
We could talk about the Padres if you want.
We can talk about the Padres.
Yeah. So, everyone is talking about, or I think Manny Machado, he said something about, oh yeah, you better jump on our bandwagon now because we're gonna start, winning games. But like, dude, I don't know, bro. I think that's a heaping pile of dog shit, to be honest. I think like the Padres hitter, I'm gonna look this up right now. Tatis is like hitting 2 something.
Yeah,
He's
but he
like,
just got back.
I know. Machado's hitting 236. He was shit until the Mexico City series.
Yeah.
Bogarts is the only good one. Soto, he just now is hitting over 200. Dude, like, come on, bro. And like the only
Real
reason
slow
why
start.
they're winning these games is they're veterans, like Matt Carpenter, Cronenworth. They're all picking up the slack. But like,
Yeah.
I think the Padres are in serious trouble. Even though they're over 500, they gotta figure this out because it's gonna get ugly.
I wonder where the issue lies. I wonder if it's just they're getting off to a slow start, or if there's not like energy in the clubhouse, or if it has something to do with the coaching. I don't know. I'd be curious to see. Obviously, there's no way for me to see, but they're also only one game back, despite having a minus 13 run differential. So, or sorry, minus 18. Or no, I had it backwards. I was sorted by runs scored. Minus 13 run differential. The West is going to be a real interesting division, I think. It's looking strange. And also
it'll depend on how
play,
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Dodgers too. Some days you get the Dodgers who are crazy, and the next day you get the Dodgers who lose like 7 of 8 to the freaking Pirates. Yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. No one can predict it.
This season has been remarkably unpredictable so far.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. I like reading all the headlines. I do despise watching Angels games though. Every single game we win, it feels like we should have lost because somebody makes some bonehead error and we lose and we like go down, and then someone saves the day, and I don't know. It feels like it's not a sustainable model of winning. Whatever. Let's go to some injury updates. Who are we gonna talk about? Tatis is mid since he's come back. That guy was on our list of people to talk about. Jacob deGrom had forearm tightness. He was removed from the game with forearm tightness, and forearm tightness is like not something that you want to hear when you're a manager and your player comes out, because usually, not usually, occasionally that's a predecessor for Tommy John. Like when a pitcher comes out with forearm tightness, it can mean they have a torn UCL, but I guess they did imaging and there wasn't anything at all. There was nothing. He just felt some pain. So DeGrom lives another day.
He's walking on a tightrope.
It's
like
interesting.
Like, it's not where you want to be. I would honestly consider shutting him down for like a month, maybe. You know, just like you got to be careful with him because it's May and he's had 2 of these scares. So, look out.
I wonder what he does over the off season. Like, does he rest his arm all the way? And if he does, will giving him a month of rest do anything? Because the season's only been going for about a month. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of the great mysteries of life, and I am so glad that it's the Rangers' problem and not mine. Bryce Harper is back tomorrow against the Dodgers. And I have a big debate right now. Do I have Bryce Harper be my DH tomorrow, or do we think he's going to have a slow start?
Well, he's playing the Dodgers. Who's pitching for the Dodgers? It was Syndergaard. It's gonna be Julio Urias tomorrow. Urias is struggling. Yeah, put him in. Fuck it.
Put him in? You think that's the
put him
move? Interesting.
Julio Urias. I just want to say this right now, dude. I don't know. He's struggled against the Cubs. Struggled against the Pirates. Like, I think he's good with a run support, but when he doesn't have a run support, that's when he, gets into a little ball. He's scared. He throws little cookies right over the heart of the plate. And scrubs like Jason DeLay and G1 Bay just absolutely rope that one. So, I don't know. Like, come on.
I wonder what his metrics look like on StatCast.
His ERA went up, like, a huge chunk. He was, like, pitching, I think, like, a sub 1.5 ERA, and then now it's ballooned to, like, a 3.6, so...
I'm also curious what his, the underlying stuff is. Average exit velo is, better than average, but not by a lot. Wow. He's looking mid on this StatCast page. Hard hit percent, mid.
ERA.
That's really interesting. I wonder if he's regressed or what.
Don't know.
That's weird.
It's all good because the Dodgers, they just brought up Gavin Stone, who's going to go a perfect game against the Phillies tomorrow. I am so excited for that. That'll be great.
Gavin Stone?
Yeah.
That's my little brother's name.
Yeah, no. He's destined to do good, right? Just based off of that.
Yeah.
I think in AAA he had 2 quality starts. They were really good. And then yeah, we'll see how he does. He has a really good changeup too. So I'm excited for Gavin Stone. He's gonna be the next Walker Buehler. Hopefully not the Tommy John, but yeah, hopefully he does well. Dodgers need him.
Wait, so Julio Urias is not starting tomorrow? Is he? Or is Gavin Stone... Wait, when is Gavin Stone starting?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow or Wednesday? Athletics says Wednesday.
Really? Let me see. It's probably... I thought it was tomorrow. Maybe it's not. Anyways, he's starting soon, though. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what that guy's going to do because, I don't know, the Dodgers have a knack for getting these pitchers that are just, lights out all the time. Let's see if the Dodgers have a probable starter tomorrow. Julio Urias tomorrow, so it must be Stone on Wednesday.
Stone on Wednesday. Okay. I'm cool with that. Yeah. I just hope he is, good because the Dodgers pitching right now is kind of mid.
Yeah. That makes sense. Dude, the A's are, fine. They're, a decent baseball team, except their pitching is awful. It's, horrendous.
Oh my God.
I've never seen pitching as bad as the A's. Angels have already played them in 2 or 3 series, and it's I'm astounded every time. The Angels have a knack for going down 7 runs, and then I'm oh, this game's over. We're down 7 in the 3rd inning. And then we're up by 4 runs at the end, and I'm how did this happen? It's because
That's embarrassing. Who was their number 1 pitcher going into the year? It was Blackburn, right?
I think so.
Okay, and all these guys are mid. I think J.P. Sears was supposed to be good. He sucks.
Shintaro Fujinami was supposed to be good. Solid,
yeah.
not great, obviously, but fine. And
yeah.
He got sent to the bullpen.
what was it? I think he was pitching, and then it was against the Angels, and then he like struck out Mike Trout, and then his mom was in attendance, and then like later in the game, Trout fucking took him deep. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough. The freaking A's, they have pretty good hitting, but those pitchers. Brent Rooker won AL Player of the Week
Yeah.
on my fantasy team, so proud of
As
that.
as it should be. That guy's having a season right now. He's
Yeah.
looking good, but he's on the A's, so we can count on him being on a different team by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Or maybe the A's owners are feeling extra cruel today if they're like mad that the fans are like chanting "sell the team" and stuff. You know, keep him. Just
Oh, did you see that one where it was? I forgot who the A's played this weekend, but someone hit a home run,
yeah,
and there were sell the team signs, and MLB.com blurred them out.
not blurred them
Like
out, cropped it, but yeah,
cropped it out.
you wouldn't even see that there were fans there holding the signs. It's ridiculous.
That is broken. Yeah,
It's
that's
awful.
crazy to me.
If MLB realizes that it's that much of a problem, they need to take the team away from the owners of the A's. Like, if it's that big of a deal, do what you did with the Nationals, or the Expos, or the Senators, whatever team that was that got stolen by MLB. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think it was the Expos. Senators was wasn't it the Rangers, I think?
Yeah, they're the Rangers now.
Yeah.
I think. Now known as the Minnesota Twins.
Hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. The A's thing is kind of sad. Like, it makes me sad watching games in the Coliseum. It's like it's empty, and then all the fans that are there are like wearing paper bags, and they have signs that say "Sell the team" or like the owners are lying or something like that. Not great.
Yeah, and I think they're on pace for one of the worst records in
Ever.
franchise history.
Yeah.
Yep, ever too. Same with the White Sox. Well,
White
we already
Sox.
talked about
I
that.
don't think the White Sox. You know how some teams play like above their pace. Like, I don't think. I'm not sure that the Rangers are playing at their sustainable pace. Like, I think they'll decline a little bit. Or the Rays are obviously playing way above. No team is gonna win 79.3% of their games. That just does not happen in MLB. So the Rays are gonna like.
Until now.
Yeah, they're gonna get worse. I think the A's have like the opposite thing, where they're doing so bad that it's inevitable that they'll win some more games.
I saw on Twitter, people were saying, yeah, people were saying this year's Rays are last year's Yankees, and this year's Yankees are last year's Rays. So, Yankees
What does that
on.
mean?
So last year the Yankees were on a crazy pace, right?
Oh,
They were
you mean they're
whatever.
gonna like collapse and then okay, that
No,
makes sense. Not
just
collapse,
comparing
just
it.
play 500 ball
That's just
at the
yeah.
break. Yeah.
Good comparison. Rays were injured last year. Yeah. So a pretty solid comparison.
There's a fun little thing that I'd like to share with any listeners that are still listening. I sent this to the baseball group chat, but it's a little graphic that they put on the Angels broadcast of the worst run differential through 24 games in pro baseball history. This is not MLB history. This is pro baseball history, right? So number one, worst run differential through first 24 games. Kansas City Cowboys of 1884, minus 151. Then the Altoona Mountain Cities, 1884. Also, the Cleveland Spiders of 1887, the Cincinnati Reds of 1876, Kansas City Cowboys of 1888, and the Oakland Athletics of 2023. So they they are on historic bad pace. It's really impressive.
What was the run differential last week? It was like 120, right? Negative.
No, I don't think so. This screenshot was taken Wednesday. Last Wednesday. So, about a week ago, it was 104. And now it's 117. So,
117.
they're accelerating. They're not scoring a lot of runs. The Royals have scored less runs than them, though.
and they're
So have the
2 games
Tigers.
better or 1 game better. Oh my gosh,
Marlins have also, dude. The Marlins have scored less than 100 runs,
that's crazy! Wow,
which is worse than
and
the A's.
but they have great pitching. That's
Yeah,
just
true.
how they've been able. They win like 2-1, 3-1, stuff like that.
That's absurd. That's a bad. That's not sustainable.
Not at all.
Sandy's gonna
But
get injured, and then the Marlins are just it's their season's over. Like as soon as one of their rotation pieces gets injured, that's it. GG, go home. Season over.
I hope they do well though, because that city deserves a good team.
I would love to see the Marlins do well. They have so many fun players on their team. Sandy is such a fun player. So is Chaz.
Chaz
Chaz Chisholm. So is Luis Arias. I don't know. A lot of fun ball players over there in Miami, and they still stink. So what are you gonna do? Unless there's something else, I think that's the episode.
Um, yeah, one more thing. I think the Tigers are definitely on the up and coming. You know, their record 10-17. Yeah.
That's
But
not a valid take,
I,
unfortunately.
here's the thing. I think minus Javi Baez playing like an MLB The Show player, um, I think they have prospects who are like doing better.
Yeah.
I think the tie, like it's a long time coming. They have Hinch on their manager. Yeah, Kerry Carpenter. They got Kilbadu. They got Riley Green, Torkelson. They got all these guys who are starting to climb up. Don't be surprised if the Tigers are going to be good in like a year or two or something like that.
I'll
But
say two at the very,
two
very
years,
minimum. No way they're good in one. Like maybe mid.
they're coming though. Tigers are coming.
Sure. Their run differential right now is minus 47, which is not great either. Just
Every,
letting you know. Just letting you know.
all right, all right, all right. But yeah, I just want to shout out. So
Royals are bad and getting worse. That is not something that I wanted to hear before the season started, but they are getting worse.
oh.
Oh well.
Yeah, what can you do?
And I am still a firm believer that the Angels will be under 500 by season end.
Yeah, looking like that.
Easy
Oh well.
teams, and they're only one game above, so they're a half game above 500 right now. Anyway, it's been a fun episode. Not a lot happened except Bryce Harper's coming back, so that's cool. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.